And now Central Oregon's local alert weather with Katie Suniga.
Hello, Central Oregon. I am out at the fairgrounds at the High Desert. Buddy here, Carlos, and I have been hanging out for about an hour, enjoying some nice weather for riding a horse. It's been a bit windy. I lost my hat at one point and had to borrow some bobby pins to make sure it stayed on for me, because you have to have a hat on when you ride a horse. At least that's the way I feel about it. Carlos and I are having fun riding around and expecting to see partly cloudy to mostly clear skies off and on tonight, and actually into the weekend before we have what could be the only chance for precipitation that we have for the next few days. So looking right now, this is our viewer photo, a few clouds before things really cleared up for us today. We've actually seen, as we've gone into the later part of the afternoon and the early evening, things pretty clear, not only along the Cascades, but it is rather clear out here at the Deschutes County Fairgrounds. This is a live look off that Mount Bachelor camera, and you can see that there's just a few clouds, not too much happening in that part of the region as well. On that satellite and radar image, we often see a few clouds moving across those Cascades, but not too much. This is the way we're going to go into the evening, but do not be surprised if you see a few clouds as we get closer toward the weekend. Temperatures are just starting to drop right now. We still were warm today with our temperatures in those mid-upper 60s to low 70s for just a few of us. Not as warm as yesterday, but definitely quite a bit more windy. You see that 18 miles per hour there at Redmond? That's why I lost my hat a bit ago. And we expected things to be a little breezy today as we had a cold front move into the valley. We didn't see that rain, but we did see some of those winds here and just slightly cooler temperatures. As that trough dropped through, that's what we're seeing here on that future track. Looking at it being a very brief one, not expecting too much to happen there. Then another ridge builds in that keeps us in those steadier temperatures in those upper 60s to low 70s for another day. But on our future track that shows the clouds and how they're moving and the precipitation that's coming through, it's not showing too much of a probability for seeing showers within Central Oregon. You see those clouds coming and going, but really within the upper elevations and along the Cascades, there is still a possibility that we could see some precipitation on Saturday. I'm hoping that chance gets a little better for us as we get closer to the weekend. Right now, it's a very, very small chance. Temperatures for us right now range from those upper 50s to the upper 60s, still in Warm Springs. Again, that's well above average and where we stay for most of the day. The next day, few days with our highs. As far as overnight tonight, very similar to last night where we saw our temperatures drop rather quickly and then hung out in those cooler temperatures. For the nighttime temperatures, really more actually on the warmer side. Then we look at the temperatures for us across the region, and you'll notice that it again is very similar to last night, maybe a degree or two cooler, but we're looking at the low 30s to low 40s. This is 10 degrees above average for the region. Highs tomorrow, very, very similar to today. The only thing that would change that would be if we had a few more clouds that came in and kept us from being on the warm side. But really, we're looking at those mid-upper 60s to low 70s for several days in a row. On our extended forecast, you'll notice by Saturday, we see those temperatures possibly being back into the low 70s. That is quite a bit above average, but we do not stay there too much because of that system that I'm tracking that may come in Saturday night into Sunday. We'll definitely see those temperatures dropping a bit, and we could start next week in the low 60s, which again is still well above average.